Will Pool is a World War II veteran. He's an active member of Veterans for Peace. He was born in Port Angeles in the stormy Strait of Juan de Fuca on May 27th, 1926. So in just a couple days, he will be 89. Will is a product of the Great North Woods and the salt water of the Pacific Northwest, and he's always had a strong attachment to Mother Nature. He spent his growing up years in Washington, first in Redmond during the Great Depression when it was still a small, semi-impoverished village of 460 people. And then his family moved to Seattle, and that's where he went to middle school and graduated from high school in 1944. About a week after he graduated from high school, he enrolled in Puget Sound University in Tacoma. He went to classes for 4 days and there were only two civilian men there at the college. So after 4 days of school, he paid off his landlord, headed back to Seattle and joined the Navy. He was sent to service school and completed aviation ordnance training and gunnery school. He was a first ordnance man in a PMB crew. For the uninitiated, that means Patrol Bomber Martin. It's still Greek to me. But he was responsible, he says, for 3 men plus everything that blew up. And then after the war ended, he had 6 more months to serve, which he did. He was on active shore patrol duty in Seattle's Chinatown, which he says is the nearest he came to combat. After being discharged from active duty, he signed up for 4 more years in active reserve Navy, and as luck would have it, that enlistment expired 4 days before the beginning of the Korean War, 1950, in June. So anyway, Will went back to school in the GI Bill. He graduated from Central Washington State with a BA in social science in 49. In 57, he picked up a master's in education from the University of Oregon. 9 years later, he earned a master's degree in Russian studies from the University of Washington. And he enjoyed a 36-year career as a public school teacher. And after that, he taught for a few years part-time at our local community colleges. Most of his adult life, he's been active and maintained connections with organized labor. That's a whole other story. Will's first formal protest, along with 22 other World War II veterans, was signing a letter protesting Truman's military policies in 1948. And he's proud to say he's actively protested this country's military policies at every opportunity since then. After he retired, he reaffirmed his love for nature, taking off for the mountains and spending a whole lot of time hiking, biking, and skiing, as well as getting involved in some environmental work. He says it's absolutely fantastic to wake up every morning and find he is still alive, and he pledges to continue to be an active supporter of Veterans for Peace for the foreseeable future in any way he can. So, Will, you have 10 minutes. Come on up.